New technology. It's a new plastic, I believe, ETFE. I don't know if it's new. But there was only, a while back, there was only one stadium that had it, and it was in Minnesota, where the Vikings play. So it's like glass, but it's reflective. So you can see through it. But on the outside, it's reflective. You've seen stuff like that in buildings in New York City or wherever. Even in the APAC building, kind of have that, something like that. But I'm not sure that you can't see through it. This is completely see-through. So when you're sitting inside the dome, it will be like open air. So the sun will be coming down. So you take a noon, 1 o'clock game, that sun's going to be beating down on you.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I understand you're sitting in the dome. It's a beautiful fall afternoon, waiting for a football game, and it's beautiful outside, and there you are inside. This will make you feel like you're outside. I'm not sure that's not my point. The reason, and they're going to be adding, it's going to look cool because it's going to be reflective. So the skyline is completely going to change, and it reflects. So if they do it this way, you'll see the buildings and everything around when you're looking at the dome. So it'll be kind of an interesting view on the Syracuse skyline. But here's where I think the problem, and they're going to add LED lighting, so they'll be able to quickly change the lights, and it'll look really cool. That part will look cool at night.
Well, I'm kind of interested, though. That might be kind of cool. So are you saying that during like Syracuse basketball games that you look up on a clear night and see stars?
You should be able to.
Can you see stars now in the Syracuse sky?
No.
Okay.
Well,
in
the Syracuse sky.
You feel like
on a rare night.
You see stars when you climb up to the top. Because you look down and you're like, oh, my God, I'm going to die. I ain't going to fall off this thing.
Different kind of
because it's like straight down. Okay, here's my thing on this. I got to find the part of this story, right? I mean, you've been there, right? It's terrible. It's like, holy moly.
I'm always worried about the wind, too. You're walking up the main hill there, and just the wind is ripping through the buildings.
Yeah, they need a tunnel of some sort to get up there. Anyway, here's the thing that I think is going to be a problem. I guess it'll be good for games, but it is going to be a problem for any concerts. The dome is already horrible for the sound. Mm-hmm. This not only reflects the sun and visual on the outside, from the inside, it will reflect the noise. So what you're going to start getting is more, I think it's going to be more bouncing. And it's going to be loud. So you put 50,000 people in there for a football game, and everybody's screaming, it's going to have a benefit because it's going to be louder than now. That the old roof of the dome kind of took some of that sound. This is going to reflect it. So if you think watching a concert, going to the dome and seeing Billy Joel was rough before, I think it's going to be worse with this roof.
You think if if it bounces off the top and comes back, people won't be able to hear it better? You don't think that part of that sound absorption?
That'll be awful. That'll be terrible. You don't want it to bounce for sound. You don't want it for a game. If you're there and you're screaming and the opposing team is trying to get a playoff, that's going to be a real benefit. You're not going to be able to hear anything. I just think that is, and I guess I was hoping for something new,
Or a retractable?
A retractable would have been really cool. All right, who's on the line and waiting here? What is this?
So I didn't know who this was at first. Ralph called up on Friday, wasn't able to get through, and he called back in today. He is the one who brought the skunk to City Hall. You remember that story a few months back?
He was upset because
of the stench.
Right.
No one was
coming to pick up the dead carcass of a skunk. Right. So he took it to City Hall.
So he brought it to City Hall, saved him a trip, and he's got...
Yeah, but he was arrested for that, wasn't he?
I think so.
Were you arrested for that, Ralph?
No, I was just given an appearance ticket.
Oh, okay. All right. Which is kind of the same thing, but not really.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So what are you upset about now? What's wrong?
Well, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's still dead animals. I go out, I do a walk, I pick up bottles and cans.
Yeah.
But I got a blue ankle and leg now, so I can't hardly move around. Thing is, what really bothers me is that our elected and appointed officials do not represent those who put them in office.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Okay, the mayor himself just refused to make any kind of comment or statement. He sends it over to a police officer, a lieutenant,
Yeah.
who never did his work. Yep.
First of all, Ralph, is there a radio on or your radio on in the background? If there is, can you turn it down because it's distracting me? I'm having a tough time with it. Just turn that down because that's you're getting the delay, and that's causing a problem. Okay, so are we talking about picking up dead animals?
Yeah, I mean that. According to what I've been told, it's DPW.
Okay,
And
all right.
it's like, people come into Utica. It's not so much just the dead animals, but it's dead skunks. They come in. Utica stinks. We see these dead animals. Now that the weather's getting warmer,
it's getting worse.
They have bloating bodies. They have flies and everything else. But yet the city doesn't seem to want. They'll take our taxpayer dollars.
How long is it sitting there for? How long?
It was sitting there for 2 days, and it didn't start stinking until the plow came by and hit it and popped the sack.
Oh, pop the sack.
But yet,
the stink
these
sack.
people, I mean, they pay.
That's terrible.
Thank you for this call, Andrew.
Hey, Ralph. And then to have people spreading the rumor that you were drunker than a skunk when you brought the skunk into City Hall, to me, that was offensive. You weren't inebriated when you brought the skunk in, were you?
No, I was not.
No, and I think the people that are spreading that rumor should
Yeah,
stop.
but is that? I mean, but so what?
Damn
If he's inebriated or not? I mean, if he's got an issue, he has every right to bring it to his elected officials.
What part of the town are we talking about? What part of the city are you talking about, Ralph?
Bleecker Street.
Bleecker. All right.
Are they now? I got to ask about this, Ralph. This is not something that I think somebody who would have a first-time complaint would react. So, I mean, is this something that you have had a complaint about for several months or years or what?
My neighbors have had the complaints.
How many could there be? I've gone along Bleecker Street and I haven't seen any dead. I mean, listen, I'm from Herkimer County. There are dead animals all over the place in Herkimer County. It's I mean, I think there's a truck that just does picking up dead animals, or maybe it's a guy that picks them up. I don't know, but how bad could it be within the city limits?
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of times when I go out for a walk, police tell me I got to be on the sidewalk, but then if I see an animal, I don't know if it's a cat, a skunk, a possum, whatever. You'd be surprised how many animals are out at 2:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
What's the craziest animal you've seen?
Well, Christine,
yeah, like one that you would never expect to see.
Well, Christine had the story yesterday. We had a wild boar at one point running through Utica, didn't we?
We had a boar, a goat, a cow,
and
now there's a zebra. Not in Utica though, in the Catskills.
Okay.
Ralph, did you ever see the cow, the calf there?
No, but I had seen when I lived on Elm Street. I did see a deer run down through the city
on Bleecker Street.
All right.
No,
well, listen.
This was up on Elm, going down behind the church there, Mariah, all of that.
I have somebody here that says that she lives in the city, and one of the council people, a councilwoman, would say to her that the most calls that she received when she was councilwoman, the calls, most of them were about skunks, and it is a problem. I mean, because the skunks like garbage, right? And they become populated, so that's a problem. So, all right, well, so what would you like us to do here? What would you like the message to be out there?
Put a little pressure. Well, like I said, when I came out of that courtroom after the judge gave me community service and all that stuff, get educated, learn local law, learn who's responsible. There's dead animals still out there. Rabbits, skunks, possums, everything. Now, I've already been told, cats, dogs, you got to call animal shelter.
Sure.
So they can check them.
But as for the others, the DPW should be picking those up.
Yes.
All right.
And allegedly, within 48 hours, they're supposed to be picked up.
All right. All right. Well,
again,
maybe your call will make a difference. Maybe people will look at this and say, boy, we better get on this problem.
Yeah, because as soon as this weather gets warmer, again, you're going to have bloating, you'll have other stank, you'll have flies, maggots.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only going to interfere with individual brothers and sisters, but businesses as well.
Yeah.
And those same businesses have to pay taxes.
Very good
and
point.
It's not a problem until the stink or the
it's a
animals
problem.
are brought to the front door of City Hall.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, you're not going to do that again. You're not going to take any more dead animals over to City
Oh,
Hall.
I tried a second time, but they nailed me about a block away.
They got a Ralph task force.
Ralph, you tried
I
again.
got no problem.
You tried after you were arrested the first time? You tried again?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was 3 days I waited on this one. I waited 3 days for him to come,
really
and it was on Blandina.
Yeah.
How often are you encountering these dead animals?
Pretty much every day. I'm out there between 2 and 4 in the morning. I do a walk.
Yeah, you do a lot of walking.
Yeah, to try to stay healthy. I'm past 50.
Yeah.
That's good, Ralph.
Well, that is a good thing. Now, how do you drive, Ralph, or do you walk?
No, I don't drive.
Now, how in the hell did you carry that skunk into City Hall? How did
you're
do
carrying
that?
the dead animals?
He'd have to. Did you
Yes,
carry
I
it?
walked.
He walked
Oh,
it.
man.
And it's just
With a
like going to
shovel?
court. When I go to court, I got to walk.
But
What do you put them in, a grocery bag or something?
I put them in a black shopping bag.
okay, all right. And,
Well, I think he's been mandated all this community service. I think he's been doing community
I was
service.
gonna
I
say.
think couldn't they just find? I got to tell you, Ralph, it'd be awesome if they just find you a place to put these dead animals, and you could pick them up. Wouldn't it be
And they pay
something?
you.
Now you're out picking up cans and bottles, right?
Yes.
You get 5 cents on a can. What if they gave you $5 on a dead skunk? I mean, this
Yeah,
could
right.
be.
That's
a
going to happen.
win-win.
That's not my job. I pay taxes for them to do theirs.
Oh, okay, so
No,
you
but
don't.
you're doing it for free.
No, let me say, I did get a heads up. If I do have to pick up an animal,
Yeah.
a wild animal, I'm going to take it down on Wurs Ave. You'll take it to the dump. They already know. I bring it down. I just drop it off there.
All
but that's
right.
not my job. I'm not getting paid for it.
Right. So, okay. So you are saying that they've told you from now on, don't take the animals to City Hall, but if you take them down onto Wurs Ave, everything's going to be just fine.
Yeah, basically.
But there's no finder's fee for you. You don't get any money out of it.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I mean,
Why should I do it when I'm not getting paid?
Good
They're
point.
taking our tax dollars.
yeah. All right. And just for the record, are you a homeowner in the city of Utica?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
a renter.
You're a renter. So indirectly, you're paying taxes through your landlord, who you pay the landlord, and then the landlord pays the taxes. So, hey, you've got yourself a taxpayer right here who's saying enough is enough. I'm mad as hell, and I can't take it anymore.
Not just rent, but I pay taxes on toilet paper.
Sure.
dish detergent,
Sure you
cleaner.
do.
And it's still extra tax. You're being
You're right.
taxed 4 and 5 times on the income that you make.
Yeah. Of all
I
things.
have a problem with that,
yeah.
but there ain't nothing you can do because that's
Right.
state and federal.
All right, Ralph. Well, listen, we appreciate the insight. I now know the rest of the story here on that skunk story. We knew the story. We just never knew the background, and I've been able to put a voice now with that story, and I appreciate it. And thank you for calling in. Maybe your phone call, Ralph, will make a difference here in the city of Utica. That would be really big, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ralph.
Thank you. Have a
Okay.
great day.
You have a great day. All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. There he goes. Well.
Based on his comment,
3 days later, he tried to bring another one, and they caught him 2 blocks away.
We got Ralph on the move.
Wow. Okay, I have some birthdays here for Tuesday, May 17th. Edward Lutzko. Lutzko. Maybe that's the better way of pronouncing it.
Many pronouncers.
Luczko. Edward, happy birthday. Kim Tobias in Utica and Justin Jarecki in Clayville. Each celebrating a birthday here today for Tuesday, May 17th. Justin Jarecki in Clayville gets a cake from the Florentine Pastry Shop on Bleecker Street, the very beautiful Bleecker Street
Skunk free.
in Skunk Free, Utica. You can get a birthday on by going to our news site at WIBX950.com or send in a postcard, WIBX birthdays, 9418 River Road, Marcy 13403. Christine with news in 2 minutes at WIBX.